I tried to bypass my my setting. Nope, it didn't want. It didn't want me to do that. Okay, let's just fix this little thing that bugs me. Voila! Much better. Much better. Hello everybody, welcome aboard, welcome to BehindMyCloud. This 2 hours on Friday where we chill, we have fun, we learn. I'm Frank Boucher, your host. And yes, for this 2 hours, the music is a little bit loud on my side. Maybe I can also do this here. Voila. And that. This way I see more things. Yes. Yeah. So we'll be working today on AzUrlShortener. So that's an open source project we worked on, and we're trying. So it already run in Azure. It's been used by many people, and on the last update about 2 years ago, something like that, or 1 year and a half, our Azure Container Apps just came out, and AZD just came out, and so I transformed, like it was not that much, but I containerized the app in my mind, say, okay, now we'll have multiple options to deploy. The basic one, the only one that was supported back then by AZD and Aspire was the Azure Container Apps. So you do AZD up, the project get deployed, and it work. Let me just share my screen. So at least we see the project. What's that? That's what I want to see. Okay, there it is. So that's the project. It's great. So you could run it in Azure. It runs great. And the thing is, it costs about $40 a month. So if you're a small business or a bigger business, it's nothing. But if you're like me, just like one person, you maybe don't need all that scalability and all the feature included into Azure Container Apps. So the goal of, we've been working for like 2-3 streams, trying to explore and see what we could use. So we identify Azure resources that will still let us be full feature for the URL shortener, even adding more, because one thing that is requested a lot by the community is some granularity access. So supporting, for example, Entra. So a user could just see the statistics, another one could create new URL or something like that. So we'll have different permission there. So resources that support fully what we want to do, but with a lower cost. Maybe because they don't scale that much, maybe because resources are shared between different components. So if you are just like me, one user, when I active, I don't mind that the edit, the admin tool is a little bit slower. And honestly, I don't need a lot of resources. I'm one person. It's not like if I was hitting by 50 or 100, 1,000 of people at the same time, it will be hit by one person. The resource that we want to keep as high availability as we can, that's the part, and I call that the redirect or the function light, is the part that take that short URL and redirect you to the long URL. So that one we keep it, and lucky for us, running in serverless, it's very budget friendly. So we identify the resources, and now what we try to do is have option when it's time to deploy, so you could decide what kind of infrastructure you want to deploy into. The goal of this project, the AzUrlShortener, was always to be budget friendly, to be easy to deploy. So I could just have a different biceps and say, yeah, I rolled that script, or make it, but I want something that anybody can deploy that thing. It's really important because that's part of the kind of like the essence of that project. So I want to keep those is it requirement or not limited? Yeah, requirement. It must be doing like this. So that's what we work on the last stream. I was exploring a few things and I thought I got it until I realized I didn't. Following some hint of AI, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that feature. I didn't know it didn't exist. Not that I know everything, but yeah. So today we are trying to stay using AZD. I think there's a way to properly do it. Reading briefly the documentation. I didn't want to do it too much. The goal also of this behind my scene, kind of behind my cloud, is kind of a behind the scenes. So I share how I search, how I learn, how I experiment. So like if you are new to IT, that show that even after 20 years, you still learn, search, and like how to find your way when AI is not working, or how to use AI to be more productive. So that's the goal of today. And also, I use this stream often to try different tools. So there's a tools I want to try today. It's called Kepler. And I'm running Omarchi, and then Omarchi I need to use what they I was not very familiar with that. It's called an app image. So I just installed it, but it's not even configured. It's not. I didn't even log in. So we'll try to see if we can run that. But the goal of Kepler is to have multiple agents running, and you could do multiple things. And I'm an ambassador for GitKraken, so I did play around just a little bit, but there's difference with like looking and clicking everywhere and trying to use it. So today I really want to try, can we use that? And like, how can we use it? I have VS Code open because initially today I was like, okay, I will do it manually, but yeah. Okay, hey Nalian. Yeah, for me, like the only hat image I tried to run without a great success was Andy. That's why I installed something else to like speak the voice to text command. But yeah. I like, it's the first time that I got that. Most of the app are always available, so that was the first time. Like Andy was the first time, and I was like, what is it? I tried to run it, it was not working great, and I was like, nah, I will wait and then or find another app. And Kepler, they support many different distro. If we look here, so it's available on Windows, it's available on Mac, and they support many different distro, even ARMS architecture. So you said you're using Fedora. See, they have a Fedora version just for you. Yeah. I try to run Debian for a little while, and Fedora, I forgot. I think it was just the fact that I've been running into the Debian Ubuntu setup for a very long time, and I was like, oh my god, like what are like all my reflex for the command didn't work. It was a different set, so I went back. So my server is Debian, my laptop is Debian. This one is Omarchi, just because I thought it was awesome. And Omarchi, like there's a lot of command you do through the UI or like TUI and stuff like that. So I was like, well, and it's Arch, so it was, for me, it was like a way to like touch Arch without really suffering, I feel. But yeah. And initially I wanted to have Omarchi because like it's super fast to install and everything, but Omarchi required you to have like wired keyboard to boot. So that's why I didn't use it. Yeah, exactly. It's true that Fedora was super stable, and in fact, that's why initially I was really interested at that, and I went to Debian instead of Ubuntu just to make sure like it was kind of like very stable. But yeah, like you said, the beauty of it is we have option, and this is awesome. Oh yeah, and it's true. There was that thing also. But I feel that's, though it is in the terminal, so I heard of, I don't know how to pronounce it. Herder? Let me put that in the chat. I heard of that this week. And let me share also Kepler, because I wouldn't be a great ambassador if I don't even share that one. And if you do referral, if you're interested, you could have like a discount and things like that. And for me, I think I forgot what I think it just gave me points. And at some point I have like giveaway. I do giveaway of t-shirts. Long time ago I win a Switch, and someone else, because they use my referral, also had like a Switch. Like Switch 1 back then, and it was Copper Beard, a long time streamer. Yeah, I see a lot of people switching to Herder. How do you pronounce that? Herder. Super basic, just cosmic desktop app workspace, super easy plus number switch. Yeah, I think it looks cool. Not that one, well, like that one looks cool too, but it looks nice. I don't know, maybe we can try it, but like I said, I installed it, so we'll see. The thing is, I was planning to use anti-gravity as my AI today, and I think anti-gravity is by itself. Like I don't think you can plug it in many different things. So I need to sign in here. So I will put my secret scene so I could sign in without sharing too much. That's much better. Cloud ready, GitHub. Yeah, no, Cloud, I'm not using Cloud. Okay, so let me share again this. Let's go even, I will go in the corner. I think this corner might be a better corner for this. So what do yeah, it's true, right? Same experience with me. With anti-gravity, I can do a lot of work, and it's very impressive how much work I can do, and I'm not running out of token. Right now, though I'm running on a very small plan, my Copilot is busted. I'm planning maybe to go up a notch and go. I have the Copilot Pro right now. I think going Pro Plus will help me. But since I'm taking some vacation or holiday in August, I thought I will wait. You know, if I'm not there half the month of August, you know, I should be good with like a smaller subscription, and in September start the bigger subscription. Hey, yes, anti-gravity is a Google. It's initially, so on, if you have an Android phone, you have Gemini,
Bonjour. Hi.
Hello, hello. Who is this? Titan, C# Titan. Hello, sir. How are you? Oops, I need to open my bottle. So, initially it was Gemini, and now you could have a plan. So you have the same experience. So you could have like anti-gravity, just like I have everything open. So if I go here, there's anti-gravity by itself. I don't know if today will works. I had issue opening it the other day. Yeah, strange. I will have to upgrade that. I'm not sure why. You have a version that is just agent, and if you want, you also have a version with the IDE. Like this, it really looks like all the other editor. It's I think it's it's based on it's probably a fork of VS Code, that one. So you like see that little logo here. So it's the anti-gravity. So it is running Google. You have different models. If you go into oh, that's the thing. And you have a CLI also. I really like the CLI. So you have a CLI version, and I was even working this morning because for some reason I had a scheduled task. I'm trying to have like agent running on scheduled task a little bit, and the agent merged a PR, and it wasn't supposed to do that. So I created a new user on GitHub, and I was like, okay, I will assign this user to the agent, so now they could do their work, but they won't be able to merge. They will be able to create PRs, they will be able to edit code or whatever, but they won't be able to merge. And I'm trying to see, because like it's running on the same computer, it's not running on a different computer. So I was like, how can I do that? And
Hi.
hey, tête d'ampoule, hello, hello, comment ça va? Yay! Thank you! Thank you for the subscription. Very appreciate Tête d'ampoule all the time. For 13 months, man, it's more than a year. Very appreciated. Yeah, that's also C# Titan. What, like, why I'm struggling going from Copilot Pro to Pro Plus. Pro Plus is very expensive. I like, you know, I don't get money, but at the same time, like, it's a thing. You know, using AI and things, that's part of my work, so I feel like I must use it to stay up to date. I don't know. So like I'm still debating in my head to yeah. Well, yeah, anti-gravity, very cool. I think when you start your subscription, even give you YouTube Pro or like whatever, like you have less ads on YouTube, so that's cool. But I need to learn more. So I was trying, so Docker, if you didn't know, like, you know, that's the sharing the news. Who landed? Tête d'ampoule landed with this tiny score, but well, at least you know, at least you landed. That's a start. So Docker, they have a sandbox. Oh no, I didn't want to see that. I want to see the, yes, the promotion page, the marketing page. So Docker have sandbox, and it's not a container, but it's not a VM. It's kind of like in middle. So like it's a mini VM kind of thing. Wow, Nalian, you landed, awesome. So like it's completely isolated So I was like, perfect. I will start a sandbox, start my anti-gravity agent in there, and I could, you know, pass like a different token, so it will be a different user, and it will just work. Honestly, I don't want that either, because like it didn't work, spoiler, but I didn't want that because the project I was making anti-gravity look at, it needs to do a bunch of stuff, and it's running on this specific computer because it's a Windows computer, and it's my most powerful computer, and the project has Android emulator and like bunch of services and stuff like it tax a lot the computer, so that's why it's running there. So if I put it in like a sandbox, it won't have access to the emulator and things like that. Hey Loki, hello, hello. A lot of new faces today. Welcome everybody. So yeah, so turns out that it's not supported. You could go with Gemini CLI, but you cannot go with anti-gravity. And Gemini CLI is kind of like the previous version. So I could try to run it, but then I'm not sure how to get a key. I'm not sure if the Gemini CLI is working with the APIs, and APIs are not part of your plan. Hey, thank you for, what was that? Maybe is following me. Thank you for the follow, maybe. Very appreciated. Whoa. Okay. Oh my God. I wanted to see like how many viewers I had, but instead I look at followers. So I was like, 1,000 people are watching right now. I got stressed a little bit, man.
Bonjour.
Oh, wow. Hey, GT, hello, hello. Oh, that's not a good start, GT. But I think today the game is messing with us. Oh, raid! Raiding, maybe. Ah, welcome, raiders. And celebrating with like a crazy cloud stuff. Hello, hello, everybody. No problem, you know. Just catching up. There's a lot happening in the. How was your stream, maybe? You were confused because you couldn't see me in my list. It happens all the time with me. What were you doing on your stream? I don't know your time zone. Is it the morning for you? And let's do a shout out to maybe I'm working like, so now CB when you're so you're in Europe, right? Oh, even no, like you're in Australia. Where are you? In Asia? UK? Oh yeah, two, yeah. 36 seconds. Okay, the rain's good. Let's. Okay, perfect. And the cloud will come back. So cloud are it depend on how much traffic we have in the chat and stuff like that. And the more there's activity, like it transform in a storm. And when it's pretty, it should turn back to white clouds and like a little bit slower. Voila. What I'm teaching today, it's not teaching. Well, it is kind of teaching. I'm learning it too. I'm not learning it. So if I recap super fast, because I did explain that at the beginning of the stream, so I want to welcome you and explain so you could follow. So I have a project called AzUrlShortener. Takes long URL, make it short, and it's used by many people. It's like we build it live coding on this stream. At some point, Microsoft asked me, hey, can we acquire that? And I was like, okay, sure. So now it's under Microsoft account. So like there's a lot of stars, a lot of forks, and like I still get a lot of traffic. There's a lot of issue and things like that. The problem is I cannot manage that, this project. So that's why I'm working right now in my fork. And the goal of this project was always so we could hone our data, because I know there's other solution to have short URL, but I wanted something that you own so you could customize it and like you don't share all those URL and stuff like that. A goal was to have something that is budget friendly. I'm running an older version of that, and it costing me like by month about $1 a month. And also the last thing that was really important, it must be easy to deploy. So the last version I pushed of this project was about 2 years ago, 1.5 years ago, something like that. Azure Container Apps just came out. AZD, that's a CLI for developer, just came out. Aspire was starting, so I said, you know what? Let's containerize this app. With Aspire, it was very easy for me to do that. So I did that. And so the experience as a developer is now super easy. You just do F5 and then like everything start, because there's multiple components, but it's all in containers. And then to deploy that, it was AZD up and boom, it's in Azure. The only caveat, is it a word in English? I'm a .NET guy. I am a .NET guy. I used to be part of Microsoft Cloud Advocate that focused on .NET, working with C# Fritz and all the .NET people, you know. Wrote bunch of article, bunch of demo, wrote the how to AI with .NET. But I'm not at Microsoft anymore. I used to work at an AI company. I'm not there anymore. I just joined about 1 month ago, Schneider Electric. But this is like my personal stream, so you know, what I do could be something that is useful for me at work or not. Thank you for the new job, Smirkly Squiggly. Thank you. Yes. I think I shared it though on this. So yeah, so still in DevRel, so I will still do public speaking and things like that. Which I do prefer? It depends. Like I was saying earlier with Nalian, I always have an Italian, so I was trying to find your name, Nalian. I really like anti-gravity because I can do a lot of work with it, and I always have credit, and you know, tokens. So, and honestly, Gemma, good model, very efficient and stuff like that. So I like that. I like Copilot because of is polyvalence. You could do a lot of things, different models. The fact that it's so integrated in GitHub, I really like that. I use a lot open code, but that's more kind of in open code. Often I will run in because I don't have the subscription in open code. I put some credit. So most of the time what you see me, because we do code review on the stream and stuff like that, I will use like the free model. So Big Pickle is the one I use frequently. I find the name very funny. Is the one I use a lot. Yeah, Gemma 4 is I love it. I even have the Gemma 4 12B running locally on my machine, and it does great stuff. But yeah, so I switch. I think that's the beauty of it. One that I didn't try a lot was Codex. No good reason. I think the first time I tried it, I didn't like the UI. It was like I was trying to do something and I couldn't, because of the context, not because of Codex not being great. And there's so many options that I never try it again. And back then, my work, they were like, we were an AI business, so I had plenty of model, and Claude was also a thing. We had subscription, so I was using Claude. So, you know, I've tried Microsoft AI. No, C# Titan, I asked a few people, but I feel like they're like you're talking the model, right? Yeah, the model. No, did you? Anybody in the chat had tried the C#, the Microsoft AI models? I heard they were good. I need to try it. One thing I need to do is, you know, like the Olama version for Microsoft, it's called Foundry. So you could have it in Azure, and like you could do a lot of things, way more than Olama. But you could also have it locally. No, you could run it locally. So it shouldn't be expensive, but I'm not sure what kind of computer you need. Because, for example, I know what it's called. Azure Stack? I forgot what it's called. Like Azure, you could have it also locally, but that's a very specific hardware. So I'm not sure if for Foundry, you could do it. And, you know, previous job, Microsoft wasn't really a focus. So I was like, nah. But where I am right now, there's some project where we use Azure. So I think it will be useful to mess around with that so I could help the people, my coworker. Though it's not my priority, and right now I have like so much to learn. Eventually, I think I want to do it because it also interests me. So like, you know, hitting 2 targets with one rock. And one thing I want to try more is this also Docker sandbox. I was disappointed earlier this week because I wanted to try Docker sandbox. So the sandbox are not a container, they're not a VM, they are kind of a micro VM. And you could just do and like you don't need Docker desktop. It's another thing. Like it's very like another product that Docker is doing, and it's in the console. It's called it's SBX, and you just create a sandbox, and you say, okay, like start Claude or start Gemini CLI or start Copilot, Codex, OpenCode. Like you could start a bunch of them, and I wanted to use anti-gravity, but anti-gravity is not part of that. It's not part of that, so it didn't work. And I was like, why? And then I was like, okay, great. Anti-gravity, they have their own stuff. They call it auto container, app container, I think, on Windows, because I'm like this is Omarchi, but the machine I was exploring was a Windows one. So it's app container, and the app container. So like I was like this morning, I was trying to see like how can I do that, but I'm not sure I will do it. I think I will do it with OpenCode maybe, or Copilot. But right now Copilot, my subscription is like I don't have not even 1 token. I had 6 token and I used it on a previous stream with you guys. Okay, so one tool and earlier today, so BehindMyCloud, this is the place where we experiment, we learn, we do stuff, and then after that I often publish like a very clean video on like how to do something. Though it's been a while I didn't do that, but new job, so much stuff to do. But it's also a place where I experiment with new tools. You know, I remember I was telling you many tools just came out, AZD, Azure Container App, Aspire, and I was like, okay, let's use all those. And that's even how we created the 2D6 dungeon app. So I wrote a game that I want to get back to it eventually because it was fun also to code. It's a dungeon crawler game, and it's like a paper game. So that's based on where is it? That's based on books. So I'm really following the rules of the books, and you need to buy the books to, but they are like, it's just books, so it's kind of cheap. And you roll the dice, and it tells you the size of the room, what's in there, and stuff like that, and you progress. So it's a solo thing that you play. And I was like, I would like to be able to play on the couch, or like if I'm, you know, in transit, in the train, or whatever, and like kind of roll the dice and like have books and stuff. So I was like, it could be cool to have some kind of companion app. So we start building that using different tools that have, it's all running in containers also, but you could also have it in the cloud. Yeah. So the tools I was looking forward to try today was Kepler. And there was also, where is it? Here? Herder? I'm not sure if I pronounce it correctly. Herder? It's kind of a, well, like say, one terminal for like, so you have multiple agents running different agents and you give them tasks and stuff like that. Don't burn the book, please. Oh, I love the books. Don't worry, like, you know, I'm not burning any books. Though I am reading more digital books these days, but yeah. Pipelines, what do you mean by pipeline? Sorry, I missed your message. Not the Emmer. Emmer? Not? Not remembers? No, the... How do I suppose? I'm trying to... I think it's a sentence, but I cannot read it. Dyslexia. Pipeline, you mean like multiple actions? Yeah, I have one with Hermes for like so the show notes are always published on BehindMyCloud. So tomorrow morning, like there will be AI going through and collecting, so like the notes, for example, if I open it, it's like all the scores and the like the statistics, and I have notes and like the project and stuff like that. That's part of the show notes. We can add more show notes into the show and things like that. And like if there's new follower, for example, hopefully man will be maybe it will be in the note because it raids. We had Tight Downpool who joined as a subscriber, so it should be part also of the note. So like everything is there. The YouTube, so the pipeline is to take the notes, then listen to the episode, make a summary, put that all together and make a PR to GitHub. Because that's a GitHub project, and then I look at it and I can, and also like notify me, and then after that I can merge that PR. Initially it was supposed to update the YouTube description, but I need to fix it because the token always expired. So I need to fix that. Anyway, anybody in the chat use Herder? Let me share again in the chat. Herder. Yeah, C# Titan, Microsoft Foundry will allow you to run. Yep. And there's tons of model and stuff. I don't know. You have to you will have to check the doxer. Oh, you know what? Let's add it to the note. Let's do note. It's Foundry local. That should be then added to the note. Am I right? Is it part of the note? Yes. It's part of the show notes. That in Malloy use herder, I believe. Okay. And Kepler, let me paste in the chat too, because I will try to set up Kepler right now. Though I think we should try to make progress by our own today. But let's set up repository root. Default repository folder, and it will be this. Oh, I don't know. Did I create a work tree? No, huh? Although I won't, you know what, that's not bad. Kepler word 3. Yeah, let's do that like this. Okay. So Claude is enabled, fine, but I don't use Claude. Let's disable Codex because I don't use Codex. Copilot, it's fun, but I don't have any credits. Let's skip it for now. Cursor, no. OpenCode. I think I will have to put some token, I guess. Might have to go into yeah, I think I will have to go into my secret scene. Did it work? Okay. Ah, OG. I don't even know what this one is. I'll see. So there's no Gemini. So we could try with open code today, see if it works. If I enable it, if I set things up, if my setting was okay. Feature, AI sync, compose. GitHub is connected. Wow, there's a lot of things. Trello is also, I could be interested. Yay! I think I prefer this view for the diff. Who landed? Is it me? The score are extremely low today. It's incredible. The score are very low today. Wow. Well, let's use a bomb. If you want, you could. Zero is pretty low. Yeah, no, but Tête d'Ampoule was the first to land. I think he got like 0.6, something like that. It was not even like 1. Yay! Oh, cool. So it detects a bunch of repo already, projects. No project yet. Create one to group repo. Okay. Oh, you use a stone gem? Yeah. I give up. Cannot spell. What did you try to do? Oh, there's now. Did you see? Did you heard of that? There's now vocal thing right now. you could do, let's do, if I do something like this, just to put CB and I say, Twitch, clip that. And apparently Twitch now clip automatically. So it listen to our, it's not something I code. That's what I read in the news, was just I just have to say the command and it clip. I'm not sure how it works though. Oh yeah, it's in the, it's now. Wow. I just see it in the look. It show like the command ran. That's cool. How can I see the clip was created stream? Okay, I want to see it. I want to share it. Cool. Let's have a look.
Bonjour. Hi.
That's cool. It worked. It totally clipped it. Now I'm over myself. Fragbird is in the house. Hello, sir. How are you? How's your week ending? There it is. Malediction is raised. I'm good now. You're safe. You made it to the stream, landed, and you know what? You're the best score today because everybody's missing. Everybody's having 0 point something. So you're just like crashing it, man. Oh. I didn't see you a lot this week. Were you busy or you were on a holiday? Exactly. I got the version. New client is on, you know, means your paycheck will go with it, right? It's good. Okay, let's go back in, where did I put it? Here. I want to try it. It's so tiny. Okay, now that's better. Okay, so what's missing in the setup? Set default work tree. I did. Oh, I didn't. I think I did. Right? Maybe because it doesn't exist. Also, I hurt myself sleeping. What? How can you hurt yourself sleeping? Are you a sleepwalker? And by the way, I'm crossing my fingers because I think CB should automatically do you a shout out. I'm looking forward to it. I think it should work. Oh no, it isn't. Yeah, Fragbird. And oh no, that's bad. Yeah, why CB? I know you're working hard. I hear the computer just like. And Surly Dev, digital friends are waking up. Excellent. So maybe because this didn't exist. Is it why it says I didn't create one? So from the home directory, I can create, oh yeah, let's do that. Kepler, and from Kepler let's create work trees. Voila. So now I'm guessing, yeah, setup now is complete. More setup option. Nope, it's good. Okay, so how do we do that? Start from scratch, start from an issue, from a pull request. Oh, tasks. How does it know? Kanban board. Oh, there's a Kanban there. I used to. I'm disappointed. CB didn't do a shout out. That's disappointing. Can I see something in the log? Failed to load the resources. No, that's just the fav icon. I don't know why. I don't know why it didn't work. Mechnet is in the house. Hello, Mechnet. A drop. Mechnet, I forgot to ask you on Wednesday, but I'm assuming no, because otherwise you would have mentioned it. But I heard there was a lot of like people. What's the word I'm looking for? Move out of their house because of the fire. Did you have to move? Evacuate, thank you. In Spain, there was a lot of evacuation, I think. Center of Spain, okay. But like when you were showing the fire, it was more like on the border, right? There was also fire in the middle. There was fire even in France, I think. There's fire everywhere.
Bonjour. Hi. How are you today?
There it is. TBD is here. Well, it's not rigged. Well, at least not for Fragbird. Fragbird landed. Has the best score ever. See? That was pretty close. That's more like all of us today. Okay, yeah. Yeah, just like in Canada, there's fire everywhere. Just like in US, there's fire everywhere. It's crazy. They are under control now. Good. Okay, let's forget about this tool because I don't have any task assigned to that. So I will just close it and we'll go back here. And today, when I was looking, I think it's AZD CLI. And let's go here. Because I saw something that will fix what we want. Where are the templates? Because I have a template. And well, you know, that's my show. I was involved in that. I want to see the template. What is it again? There's a website to shop the templates. Oh, I should go and it's in explore and customize template. Is it awesome AZD? Yes, it's awesome AZD I was looking for. Okay, cool. Templates. And if I go with services and we go oops. Damn it. Template. Oh man. Why are you messing with me? I should have just went into my services. I should have go to my GitHub repo because the template is in my GitHub repo. Azure function. Boom. Look at that. You know that. You know that guy, right? So now we could go, where is the little view in GitHub? Oh, I think am I running it? Let's have a look. So the fire are more like close to Madrid and all that thing than from you. I like you mentioned that, and like Ted will pin himself into the I should do the same. Let's do that. If you want to be show on the map, visible on the map, you say exclamation point map and the city you want. It doesn't need to be real. Today I will go with Montreal. Hey, thank you! Thank you for the follow, it's very appreciated. So see, I just joined them here in Canada. It's my father? Are you telling me Taidampul McNett is your father? McNett, no. So I don't understand. What did I miss? Why it's my father? Oh, so I have someone close by. Rochester. Awesome. Hello, hello. Not so far. And there was like someone down here. That's Nalian. Hello, sir. And Neverland. That's Smirkly Squiggly. Oh, are you? I think. No, where is it? I think Sturdy Dev is more around here, right? I thought like, yeah. What is that? Zealand? Are you in Montreal? I'm close to Montreal. I pinned Montreal just because it's easier. So like, whoops, let's try to not zoom too much. So Montreal, that's the island here. I live on Ile Perrot, so it's that smaller island here. That's the province? Okay, that's a cool name. Zealand. Yeah, the Lake Ontario. One day I will kayak that there. One day. One day. It's a big lake. You're pretty close, man. How's life over there? You have like a microclimate? Yeah, like when it's rough, man, this lake is huge. And the 5 lakes are pretty big. This one in the middle here, it must be crazy. I think, you know, if I stay on the side, I think my kayak is a 14 foot long. I think it's okay, but I cannot cross with my kayak. It's too small. By bike, 150 kilometers per day. Are you crazy, man? Next June? Next year? What's bicycle? Bike? Vélo? But Fragbird is electric guy. Yeah, but I don't think Fragbird will really have fun on an electric bike. I don't think he's old enough. I'm very disappointed, by the way, to CB because it was supposed to make you a shout out. So let's do that right now. Manually, but it's not as great as those done by CB, and I don't know why, because I did try it and it was working. So yeah, so if you want, Fragbird used to stream a lot. I think he streamed more on winter because on summer he go outside, but yeah. That's exactly what I was explaining. Oh, Mechnet, that's a score. Bikes, so like he's on his bike and you could see him suffering biking and stuff like that and chatting with us. I don't know how you make it. I don't know how you make that possible. I honestly, when I do the same thing as you do in winter, I don't want to stream. Oh yeah, at least go walk a little. It's healthy for the mind also. Okay, so here the thing I want to see is in this. So we have, so this thing you could do AZD up. Okay, so I will explain, yeah, because I didn't share too much, right? So where I was here, this is a template, so you could clone the repo, or you could just do AZD init template. And when you do AZD up, it will automatically deploy an Azure function. So my thought was, in fact, it will deploy like a storage Azure function, like, you know, Azure function. So I thought, hey, if AZD could deploy that, you know, we can do it for the URL shortener. So like, how did I do it again? Why did I not write? I'm pretty sure I wrote a blog post about it, but I knew it was possible, but I forgot. Let's try that. Let's see if we can do that. Because I'm running the, oh, I didn't update, I didn't. Oh, you know what, maybe it's my fault. No, like it shouldn't. Let's see if it does. Otherwise, one other thing I can do is try to refresh the version that is running in my OBS. Maybe it's running the, no, like it doesn't, the container. So the container should have picked it up. I don't know why it does that. See, it's running and I feel there will be like a problem while doing it, and I just don't see the logs. Oh, maybe I need to open Docker and check the logs. That could be a thing. Let me do that quickly. No, not here. Not in this. window. Can I do this? And this. And this. And let's go for the logs. I don't see any errors. Whoop. Why there's part of the chat here? Interesting. That's weird. I don't know why. Did he say anything in the chat? Oh, CVBot. No, CB doesn't want to do any shout out, so let's do it manually then. Let's go like this. Excellent. So shout out to TBD Gamer, who's like another great developer you could, and I say another one because I include myself in it. Is a great developer to follow. Did you land, GT? So yeah, TB Gamer stream 2 or 3 times a week, usually earlier than this time. So for me it's the morning, so early in the morning. So if you are in Europe, it's probably close to your morning too, I guess, or maybe lunchtime. And doing a bunch of stuff, very open at sharing his experience about architecture and different best practices while developing and doing a lot of .NET. Yeah, CB has a welcome message for all the regulars. That works. What I worked in this version, let me refresh though. I'm pretty sure it won't change a thing. I'm pretty sure it crashed somewhere. If I go extra CB and I refresh, so we'll see the cloud starting again from 0, but that's just the UI. The background is a container and it's running version 1.9.1, and that version should have, so if I look in the dashboard, like it's very small. Let's see the version, so 191, so that version should have CB when you're tagged as a regular and like a streamer should.
Callahan_ just follow.
Oh, thank you for the follow. It's very, very appreciated. Thank you. You should look into your Twitch profile, should look the past stream you did and kind of like take all of that and write a message. So I'm guessing at some point it crashed. So I will have to add outputs. I'm also a .NET guy for work. Hey, Callahan. Hello. Swisky Skin Blazer. Awesome. I'm assuming you know Fritz, C# Fritz. If not, you're in for a run, my friend. Do you know him? Did you heard of Jeffrey Fritz? Okay, so finishing, like while you take your time to answer, let's continue this. So this template will use that. So the goal was like, hey, how did I set it up? The instruction is to go in the deployment folder. So not here, Frank, in the deployment folder, and run AZD up. So I was like, okay, here there's Azure YAML, and then in that Azure YAML there's like a zip AZ function. That's the name of the application. But there's also that. So if you want to learn more about the Azure YAML, click here. So this morning I was like, hey, let's have a look to that. And I should have bookmarked it, but I forgot. You don't? Oh man, I'm so happy because you're in for a treat. Let's go Twitch, C#, Fritz. Let's put that in the chat. So if you are a .NET developer, if you are a Blazor person, C# Fritz used to work at Microsoft, moved to a different move to oh, it's called again. I have just I think it's Progress. It's Telerik company. So I just moved to I say Telerik. It's not Telerik. It's Progress. So he'll be doing a lot of stuff. But he did a lot of things. In fact, the map I was using earlier, that's his creation and stuff like that. You're familiar with Telerik? Well, he just moved there, man. So follow him and say hi. Say I'm sending you to him. Jeff is a friend of mine. Yeah. Did I close the map? Did I close the map? I closed the map. So yeah, the map I was showing, the streamer map, he created that. Like that's his work. That's all his work. And let's put the map, the URL to the map, if you want to see the map yourself. Drop a follow. Excellent. By the way, that T stand for the. What? Jeff the Fritz. No. But I like your. I like the way you think. But yeah. Yeah, so now we just moved to Telerik. I thought Telerik was like the company, but it's Progress. That is the name of the company. Progress is the name of the company. Telerik is the suite, is a product for them. So Telerik is a product, can do UI and stuff like that. Maybe they start as Telerik and then like they move. Oh no, I think I forgot. I think it was TBD Gamer who told me that Progress bought Telerik a little while ago. Yeah, and I remember before it was Telerik. I used Telerik in the past as like a suite of component. I use different one. I think even for the URL shortener, like an early version, I was using Code Fusion UI. Is it Code Fusion? Maybe it's not Confusion. I forgot. I was using another company. And Fragistic, yeah. I use Fragistic also. I think that was my first component, like external component back. I think with like when .NET started. I was using it in VB6, and Infragistic had component. Yeah, MudBlazer, I use it in different project. One of my project where I use MudBlazer, because the thing is I use a lot Fluent UI Blazor, because that was a project that was just came out, so there's a lot of my project that use that. But there's my GPX, so it's kind of like if you know Strava, like I for my own fun I build this one, and this one is using MudBlazer. I built other tool also they were AI focused. Well, that one was pretty cool and had some automation, importing automatically things using the Strava API. But like last month, Strava decided, hey, if you want to use our API, you must be a subscriber. So I cannot use them anymore. But it's pretty cool. If I go 1.9, I forgot the, 1 second, what's the port? Whoops, it didn't work. Maybe the container is not running. But yeah, I use that. I use MudBlazer for, I think Video to Blog is also using that. I'm not sure I have a UI here. There's a UI, but I think I didn't create any stuff. But that's pretty cool. I take a YouTube video and make it like a blog post. And like a draft of a blog post, and from there you can start and things like that. It looks clean and nice. My app or MudBlazer? MudBlazer, I like it because it was clean. I kind of prefer the Fluent UI, but I think it's just because I have more experience into it. But yeah. Yeah. And I'm looking forward, so MudBlazer, the Fluent UI Blazor, so let's go. This is a great one. If you want to try something else, it's open source too. Let's put it in a chat. It's very clean, it's open source. And there's a version 5, I think right now it's not yet like it's still kind of like in release candidate, and it's more efficient and stuff like that. One of the last show I did at Microsoft for .NET, let me YouTube, if we go .NET, because even if I was not working at Microsoft, I was one of the hosts of the show. And we had the maintainer of this project come and talk to us here. Tête d'ampoule, better score this time. So like they demo us like all the things. So it was very nice to have Denis and Vincent. I don't have to say his name in English, though he speak English. But Denis and Vincent share their stuff. It was nice. Yeah, and like pretty cool. And it's open source project. Those two guys used to work at Microsoft, but the project is open source. Microsoft was a collaborator and / maintainer of the project. Okay, so what I learned this morning, we chat a lot today, but like we didn't code much, but it's cool. I like those streams too. So in the CLI, the document, oh, you know what? Let's put it in the show notes. Let's do note, and that will be the URL, and that will be the title of the, where's my mouse? Did I lost my mouse? Hello. Okay. There it is. And let me put it also in the chat for the people on YouTube. Sorry. I don't know if the command note work on if I use the Restream chat. But in this schema, there's the YAML. So following this generic example of YAML AZD template will do that. So see here, let me make it bigger. And I can go in the other corner maybe, voila. So you have your app name, and then you could say the service. So I have web, I have API, and it's a app service. So that was what the type, that was the host. Interesting that we don't see the host here. Okay, service host. Host type. That's what I want to see. What? Host type. Host type. The host property determine the, so app service, container app, function. So function is this, and app service. So looking that, I think in this window, the admin tool, app service was okay. But the problem I think is this shouldn't be at that level. I think we need to move it in a different folder. So maybe we need to have deployment folder, and in there have like the container app or the split. I don't know. So let's try that. So let's create a deployment folder. And in there, let's create let's call it split. Split resources. It's not a great name. The most budget friendly. Yeah, let's go for split. Did I didn't spell it correctly. Rename. I like now it's like slip. Now it's split. Yes, split resources. And in there, let's do admin app service and redirect. So now I can move this in there. I want to move it, and this in there. Cool. So app service is okay, but now the path is wrong. So if I do, will it be smart? No, huh? So if I do that, now we are in split resource. I do that, we are now in deployment. Come on. Is it because my Copilot is quote outreach? Let's pause. Let's close this. Let's open in anti-gravity. See, anti-gravity can help me like having the autocomplete path correct. I don't want to make mistake. I think it's fair. Okay, so we were in deployment. And we were in the admin, right? Yes. Really? Now I want to go into the app host admin. No, I don't think it sees the... So that was 1, 2, 3. Does that make sense? So we're here going up. We're there. 1, 2. No, like I think it's 1 too much. Why I cannot? Okay. Showing the terminal is Control Shift. So Control Shift and then this. No? Always struggle with on this keyboard to open the terminal. 2 is correct, right? Oh no. Oh no, I locked my keyboard like the other day. Damn it. I think it's this. No. It's this. I think it was something like function when a space. No. Oh. Oh yeah, and I don't have anything. Okay, let's try. File. And if we go into the download. I know I put something somewhere because the other day I was like, this is how I did it. It's function, boat shift. Oh man, and now like I'm maybe, yeah, it's an Omarchi issue. So it's, so like, okay, so maybe it's this, no. It's this, no. This? Oh. Is it the Omarchi or a keyboard? No, I think it's a keyboard thing. Yeah, let's try that. Rebuild your kernel. No. Okay, keyboard is now on. Okay, maybe I just unplugged the keyboard. Man, that was scary. The other day it was not working because it was a Omarchi issue. I forgot what it was. Oh, I think the Zoom was locked in or something like that. And like I had to do some keyboard shortcut and I was like, oh my God, like how can I miss that? But yeah, that's the thing. Like I have a 60%, like, but this one is not the 60%, is I don't know, 70? 65 because I have more, but usually my usually is this keyboard, so, and it's heavy. I made it so it's super heavy, like really heavy. Okay, so the goal was to, whoops, I messed up with my keyboard feed. GT, you landed. So earlier you said you landed, so what's the scores? You know what, that's too small for me. Let's go here. I have a better way. Current session. In the current session, MechNet is leading, 97. Smirkly Squiggly is following with 84, that's pretty cool. GT is 73, oh that's cool. Just before Fragbird with 72, Tête d'Ampoule with 49, C# Titan with 48, Nalian with 16, and myself with 6. And TBD Gamer with 0. But didn't try a lot. TBD didn't try a lot today. Two times though, but you know. So yeah, so we should have a deployment. So if I go deployment and then go split resources and then go admin. So if we're here and I say ls this, and I do app. Oh, maybe it was right. So I was right, it was 3. Duka, fellow Duka. Duka. Hello. How was your spaghetti today? Cool. So now, let's give it a try. So if I clear this and I do AZD, let's do it AZD init. Right, first, do you see my stuff? Yeah. Oh, that's a cool logo emote. YAML. Okay, so let's do AZD init. In fact, is there? Because I want to see what's coming. So git ignore. So I will commit a few things. Well, that's the public. What? Oh yeah, publish. You don't want this. Okay. That look legit. So let's. And I'm in the Azure options. Perfect. Generate. Oh, you still thinking about it? Why it's taking so long? Generate. Come on. Okay, so now we have a new structure. I don't know why the... Cool. So we could do a AZ init, and that should, oh, that's why I expanded it. That should create stuff. Yeah. No service were automatically detected. Hosts maybe needs to be. So service, no, it's like, maybe I need web. No, web is the name of the project, and then project, this language. So app, whoops, app. Your app Terraform, and right? App. No, not. I wanted this. Yeah, it looks legit. Language.net project. We validated that that was indeed the good, but why did you? No service were automatically detected. Maybe because the app host, it doesn't know what it is. Let's continue to see. Let's continue to see confirm, continue initialization, admin app service, yeah. Oh, it generated. Oh. So the AZD init is doing the initialization. So that's why it wasn't working before. So what did he create? Deployment, split resources, app service. Okay, so it created that. No, it created that one. It created just that. We could update the CLI. So let's. Can we run it? Oh, it's fast. Oh, maybe because. Okay, let's try that. So let's delete that. Move to trash. Let's remove this one. Let's rename this just Azure YAML. Voila. While I'm here, let's rename also this one. Nah, I don't think that's it, but let's try again. So let's close this, make sure we have the latest version. And let's open the terminal with the mouse. Duka Duka, hey! GD does dev, how are you? How are you? I need to set you, though it doesn't work, but eventually it will work. I need to set you as a streamer. Where are you? Yay! Where are you? Is it alphabetic order? Look like it is. Look like it is. So let me try something. I want to try if the command work from otherwise I will do it from the. Okay, it works. Cool. That's another great developer streamer, though. Like he was working on, you were working on your, I forgot the name of the bear. And you shame me because I say, hey, it looks like the other one. Sooty Revenge. Yeah, you were working on like a killer bear. Looks pretty cool though. And it looked way less friendly than whatever fire bear it was before. In Quebec, we didn't have that. There was in Ontario, I think it was used, that bear, but yeah. No, that other bear won't kill us for sure. Okay, so let's give it a try. Whoop, no, I don't want to type my AZD command in the chat. I want to type it here. So let's try AZD in it again. I'm not in the good folder. So let's first go deployment, split resource, admin, voila. So now if we do AZD init, enter an environment name. Let's go stream. So what did it create? Okay. Okay, so that's our okay. Tête d'ampoule, that's a way better score. Hey, hello, Sogo. How are you? How do you get the code? the cloud? You like my little clouds? You will have, but you know, you can find them if you go. CB is open source project. It's called CloudBot. So is it in media? No. I think. Oh yeah, it's in. It will be in the public. I think. Yeah. Yeah, they are here. Cloud 1, 2, 3, 4. So they are in this project. Let me put that in the chat. Hello? It's a question? You start with asking me something and then you say hello? I need to go. It was nice to see you, and thank you again for the subscription. Tête d'ampoule is so appreciated. Thank you a lot, and see you next time. Yeah, so CloudBot is that's CB. That's this guy over there. He's monitoring the chat. He's like interacting also in the chat. You could talk to him in the chat by say stuff. If you do, his name is CB. It start by CloudBot, and then I start using just the letter C and B, and then I was like, oh, you know what? I think it was no, not I think. I'm sure, but I forgot who it was that says CB, but like CEEBEE. So now you could try to him, talk to him in the chat, and usually he responds. But today it looked like a. Have you tried Cloud Code? Eh, voila. CB is answering. To write the code for me. Yeah, of course. Of course I did. I work at an AI company for a little while, so I did that and many other things, my friend. But yeah, I tried Claude, Copilot, Open Code, Anti-Gravity, Gemini, Hermes. Olama, so many different tools. Yeah, okay, but what we want to do, AI. Hey, my mouse is probably low battery, that's why it's not working very well. But what we're trying to do, AI is not doing it correctly, so that's why we're doing it manually, and I want like very precisely do something. So now I want to do I don't want necessarily to do right away the deployment. What are the, because like you could do provision, I think, but we configuration. Well, that could be interesting. Let's read here. Yeah, it created the stuff. That's good. So config get cool. I guess if I do -- help, I will see what I can do. Manage deployment tooling. Oh, it's true. Yeah, now they have tools. Yeah, that's cool. They're like it. There's so much more since I was missing a lot with AZD. Custom workflow. So I think pre-store. Oh, that's all the, if you want to do your own stuff. That's cool. Okay, let's go back here. Let's make you bigger. And so we are. So the thing is, the one we should deploy first is the is not the admin, because it doesn't have storage. So if we deploy that, in theory, because app host admin should request us a parameter, I think. No? So the storage is here. So in admin here, so was app host the one update? No. Oh, so that was not set properly. Okay. So then, okay, so let's close that one. Let's go with the, well, since we do the admin, let's try the admin. So here, yeah, that was, I thought like that was I thought when it, I think we lost stuff when we work with was it working in a different branch? Okay. Open the browser, no. thank you for the follow, Lion. How are you? So I don't want to deploy that because I'm good. Well, I'm right at this moment, I'm a bit disappointed. Last stream, I thought we split, so we have, if we zoom, we have a app host, and that deploy the entire, the solution is composed of multiple projects. And I thought we split it into the admin part and the redirect part. And I'm pretty sure we had it. So I'm guessing when we created the branch or something didn't follow and we lost the changes. So I was about to deploy and now I can't because that work is not done. And I was hoping we could do that before the end of the stream, but it's not a good idea because it will take time and I should wrap it up now. So look like, okay, so what I will do, because I need to wrap up, but don't leave, we'll go raid someone. So if you have suggestions, drop that in the chat. I will look because we need to raid someone today. It's Friday, we're at 24, we'll do that. It will be a nice surprise. So what I promise to do is before the next stream on Wednesday, and maybe I will start streaming on Monday too, but I'm not sure. So before the next stream, I will organize the app hosts, like clean them, so we can try to deploy. But I'm waiting for you to deploy. I'm waiting to be with you to deploy. So that way we'll be doing that. Now we have Max Claude and Codex Plan, so I can vibe code all day. Well, that's a good plan, Sogo. The model right now, the harness that I use that offer me the most longevity is anti-gravity from Google. I can do a lot. I'm not sure why, but I can do a lot without missing context. Okay, so it's time to wrap up. Let's look at the score and everything. So today we work, it was the stream 438. We work on the open source project AzUrlShortener. We had a new subscriber, Tête d'Ampoule, thank you beaucoup, and a raid by Maybe with a party of 17. Excellent. And the game result, that little parachute game, so CB was tracking the results. So the winner today is Mechnet, followed by Tête d'Ampoule, and then I'm skipping the digital friends, Smirkly Squiggly with 84, GT Sum 73, Frag Bird, C Sharp Titan, Tuki Duka Surf, man, you landed quickly, Duka. Nalian and myself with like the lowest score today of 6. So the best score was Mechnet, biggest loser with TBD Gamer, tried twice and never landed. Luckiest was Mechnet with like that U score, and the super participant was GT because I'm guessing he was trying to beat Mechnet. You see all the note we add during the stream, so everything is available. You can always find the stream archive if you go at BehindMyCloud.com. So all the URL, all the projects. So when we work AzUrlShortener, we've been working on that for multiple streams. I want to hide this. So you could go at BehindMyCloud and you will see all the stream in order. So like if you want to see the progression, or you're looking at the code and you don't understand, you want to have like a better understanding of like why we did it that way or something like that, you could go there. So now what I need to do, if I can find my mouse, is we need to find someone to raid, and I'm sure we'll have plenty of options today. So let's try that. And we'll try to be faster than usual because like if I take too much time, we'll be just a few. So, oh, we could go see Maya who did a lot of art. Well, that was one of the person who like make the drawing, the art for the game. For many of my emote were also done by Maya. So stay with me, we'll go raid Maya so we are not just like two people. Let's do that. Let's go raid Maya. I will open here so I can hear it when we start. And let's raid her. So thank you everybody for being with me today. Very appreciated. I will see you next week for more stream, and enjoy your weekend. Go outside if there's no fire and if it's not raining too much. And yeah, see you on the other side. Bye bye. Now I need to find my